Hey, today we're talking about Doomfist and something else. This is my curse.
Hello and welcome to episode 42 of Birds of Flame. My name is Logan Ansett. Today I'm joined by two very special people. We have
Alex Torres
and
Reaper.
also
See
known
Tyler
as
McCrone.
also known as C. Tyler McCrone. So Doomfist finally got announced.
He got announced.
Finally, after
How long has it been?
Months. It's been months. Well,
Yeah.
because Doomfist was somebody that we knew about before the game was even released. Because the original
He was in canon.
announcement trailer was Doomfist Gauntlet was in the museum, and you
Yeah.
had a little kid punch Reaper with it.
Yeah.
So can we punch you, John?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that after the show.
I was so ready. I'm like, yes.
But no, Doomfist was announced. Very exciting character. I was surprised that he's an offense character, though.
Yeah, I
What were
was
you expecting?
tank.
Tank, for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, makes sense.
I mean, he's gigantic.
yeah.
He's like, honestly, he's a tankish offensive hero, and if you see his health is more than the usual
Yeah.
offensive.
It's
hero.
250, just like Reaper.
Oh, I thought it was like 300 something.
It's 250, but when he does damage to people, he gets a protective barrier around him, so he has the possibility of it being much higher depending on the fight.
That's what I saw.
But they put out the developer update yesterday. Jeff Kaplan was explaining basically his abilities and everything you go through, so let's just run through them. His main fire is a hand cannon, which is basically, it's just a short range. It has spread. It comes out from his knuckles on his left
Pretty
hand.
cool.
His alt fire is a rocket punch, which is essentially like a Reinhardt charge, except this thing goes through shields and
It
like
goes through Ryan.
it goes through
Yeah.
Ryan shields. It goes through Orissa's shield. The
That's
funniest
really
thing is that
cool.
like there's memes all over the internet right now about like Orissa was built to stop Doomfist and she can't stop Doomfist.
Yeah.
Was she really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's why, because
In the
like
canon.
So when they released Orissa at first, or when they were teasing Orissa, there was a cinematic that said Doomfist has escaped and like he punched through the airport in New Bonnie or whatever. And so I forget the name of the like 11-year-old like genius inventor. She like created Orissa as a way to stop Doomfist, and then in the game, like in the meta, yeah, she can stop Doomfist, but in the game itself,
She can't.
She can't stop Doomfist.
That's-
So that's.
But at the same time, like, we needed something in the game that kind of did like go against the shields.
Dive meta. Yeah. Death Ball is like Rhine. There's Death Ball and there's dive comps.
I haven't played Overwatch in a long time. I don't know what any of this means.
But yeah, his shift is a rising uppercut, so it can like punch somebody into the
Hadouken!
air. Yeah. Oh, okay. And then we also have his E is a seismic slam, which is actually really fun to do. He basically just leaps forward and like just pounds at the ground. His ultimate, or not,
His ulti.
ultimate.
His super.
His Q?
His full screen super.
His Q, yeah, I'm
His
just gonna address his Q. Is a meteor strike, and basically it's really different from a lot of other.
Is it full screen
ultimates.
unblockable?
No, but you can basically go wherever you like. You can activate it and go wherever you want on the map with it.
Oh,
Which
it's
is-
an airstrike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
essentially.
Which is going to mess up a lot.
So it
of
is a full
people.
screen super.
And he's going to be great now. He's probably going to be the best choice if you have his ult, if you're trying to stall.
Yeah.
Because it'll get you straight to the point to be able to touch it and just get
Yeah.
that percentage that you need. And then, like I said earlier, his passive is dealing damage with abilities creates temporary personal shields. So have either of you guys gotten a chance to play him on the PTR?
No, but I have seen lots of gameplay. So from the gameplay I've seen people using a lot of his special moves in combination. So they do the uppercut and then use the slam right after, which I think is really smart. But also something that's really cool is like if you hit a character and there's a wall behind it, it deals more damage.
Yeah, yeah.
Which I think was pretty
So it's
cool.
kind of like a Rhine charge a little bit because you get that
Right.
initial hit, but if you
Pin
slam
them
him,
down and
yeah,
you're
it gets
dead.
that stun and the extra damage.
I haven't seen much gameplay of him, much being none. But
Wow.
just from the descriptions and what I've seen and everything, it sounds like a character I would really enjoy. Because in these games, like it's very vertical and there's a lot of like range characters and stuff like that. I do love a character that is primarily like close quarters melee focused and can actually hold his own or her own, you know, with other characters. I like that a lot.
We haven't had a character that's this focused on melee. Like we've had characters that have like Ryan has a hammer.
Monkey Man has a punch.
Yeah, and so like it's like we've had short range characters, but this is truly like
Winston.
But he has
his main
gun.
thing is the Tesla.
His main thing is
Yeah.
the Tesla coil.
But the fact that this guy's gun, I know it's his primary fire, but it's not really his primary fire.
Yeah.
And I was really shocked at how like I played him a bit on the PTR last night. And granted, everybody was trying to play as him, but it was really interesting to see like when there was an actual comp that you were playing with, right? Like you had people who weren't just all trying to play Doomfist. The way it works together is that like I see him succeeding a lot like I see Sombra succeeding at the pro level, which is if you build a team comp around them, they can be unstoppable.
Really?
Because
Yeah.
so if you have a Zarya bubble, right? Every time he goes in, like he already has the personal protective shields. He's going to be invincible when he's just like slamming down and punching people. So he's part of the dive comp, I believe. So the current comp right now is basically like Winston, Diva are essential tanks. And you want to have characters that are dive. So like Lucio, Mercy, characters that can move quickly to an objective and just, basically pummel through people. Where it used to be just Rhine, Orisa, or Rhine, Roadhog, where they would just stand there and pick people off little by little in a death ball thing. Doomfist works with the dive comp, and like I said, like if you build a team around him, he was unstoppable last night. Like we were playing against a team that had Doomfist, they had Zarya, they had a Diva to negate all the damage that was coming at him. So the Diva was just on him the whole time, blocking all the incoming damage, because Soldier can hard counter him if Soldier can get up top and hit him from distance. Same thing with McCree. But because he had all that protection, he was just destroying. It was incredible.
So, like, one of my biggest fears when, like, he was announced was that he was going to be very overpowered. So, like, he's basically very OP.
I mean, like, but once again, it's situational.
Doomfist.
Because, I mean, the cinematic that you see is, like, he's taking out Genji and Tracer, like, single-handedly. It was very anime as well. So.
The anime style
He
was...
Barbara Gordon's Tracer.
Okay, can I just, over the little trailer thing, the anime style was so different from all the other ones, and I really liked it. Like, I love anime, so like that was something that I've noticed.
The creators of that trailer are the animators for the Boondock Saints TV show. So that was really interesting to see. I do like the different styles that they took for it, for sure.
But who cares about any of that? It's not Terry Crews.
Yeah.
So true.
I prefer this voice actor far, far more than Terry Crews, though, I will say.
I mean, I feel like it fits for his character and his backstory better.
I
hold out hope that Terry Crews will like be one of the voice actors for a future character down the line. But I think they found a good fit with this guy, because this guy has been in a few notable things.
Right.
So.
I like the choice that they made, because Doomfist was always like kind of spoken of in the canon as like a very menacing, like scary individual, and like Terry Crews has never really fit that for me. He's always a very boisterous. Even when he plays a bad guy, he's like a silly boisterous loudmouth bad guy. I really like just a serious like warlord type dude playing this character. That's what it feels like, His whole purpose
with
is
a
just
giant mech.
Yeah, his whole purpose is just I want to like destroy everything so humanity can become stronger when they eventually beat me. I assume that's what his thing is.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, not really, but
really.
Kind
That's
of.
Exactly what he is.
A lot of really strong characters are like
I think
that.
Terry Crews could have done it, but I don't think it would have been.
Oh, he could have done it.
The fit
He could have done
that it is right now, because the vibe that you got, especially from that trailer, is that this is a guy with a past, and this is a guy
He's no business.
who is out for vengeance.
Or he's all business.
Yeah. So
He's no funny business.
There's no. Terry Crews has to have a playful character.
Yeah.
Like I feel like he's gonna be part of the Overwatch, not part of the talent.
I feel like he could have been like a Winston type character. Because Winston's
Terry Crews?
Yeah, because Winston's like semi-serious, but always
Winston's
sometimes
super
playful.
serious though,
He is
unless
super serious?
for the most part, unless he gets
Yeah.
around a few different characters.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
the only
Yeah.
time you see Winston be kind of silly is around like Tracer, because she brings him peanut butter, and who else?
I just
Genji,
remember from his
talks
trailer,
to-
like he was kind of like
Yeah.
lighthearted.
Well, Winston is lighthearted, but he had to take over the helm of Overwatch
That's
after Soldier 76.
I feel like
left
Terry
or
Crews
whatever.
could have been Genji.
Yeah.
No.
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 Or
No.
Widowmaker.
Wait a minute.
Terry
I just
Crews
realized
could
what
have
you
been
said. I was
Shut
like,
your
I was
mouth.
like, yeah. Wait a minute. No. What are you talking about? I would have liked to see him as Torbjorn.
Torbjorn.
Just like, why not?
I still can't say that name. Like I can only call him
I love
Tor.
Torbjorn.
Torbjorn. But so this is the 25th hero for Overwatch.
Right.
Yeah.
Big numbers.
And this is just part like we'll talk about it later, but like I want to talk about just the DLC support they've had for this game over the past year. And I was playing it last night and I tweeted out, I was like, I don't know how they keep getting this.
4th new hero, correct?
Yeah. I was like, I don't know how they keep getting this so right every single time.
Well,
like everything they are doing is just like, it's like I don't offer a lot of praise for a ton of studios, but I have never seen a studio get DLC so consistently correct.
Well, I don't know if it's necessarily like the right thing to say, but I always like to throw it to the unspoken forgotten hero of the video game industry, Titanfall and Titanfall 2, who had a similar model, but nobody remembers it, nobody bought those games. But they're the ones who are like, guys, free DLC works. And since those games have come out...
Titanfall 1 didn't have free DLC.
Well, Titanfall 2.
Yeah.
They had that
Titanfall
model.
2.
A lot of people after them have followed that model.
Yeah.
Of course, Overwatch was a little bit before
But
Titanfall 2.
I think that's part of EA, because when we did the press conference, we saw that Battlefront 2 is going with a similar model. I think Titanfall 2 failed for 2 reasons, because one, it was right in between Battlefield 1, one of EA's own games, and Call of Duty, which came out the week after Titanfall.
And there was no marketing for it.
Yeah, there was no marketing for it in comparison to those two. But what you also saw is the 3D movement thing, as I've talked about. Like, it's a dying craze. You either have to go all out, like what they're doing with Lawbreakers, or you have to just stay out of that game completely.
Titanfall 2 died for the sins of the video game industry.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
So, but they keep getting it right. Like Jeff Kaplan and his whole team, like they keep doing a good job.
And the Jeff Kaplan meme videos.
And they're
I haven't seen those.
Yeah, the parody videos. He took part in parody videos.
Like they cut up his DLC announcements and stuff and just make him say funny
But
stuff.
he did one himself. Like he went.
Yeah,
with the
he did
people,
one himself.
He's doing one himself. He wears like a diva jacket during it or whatever. It's pretty great.
It's really funny.
But no, I just a shout out to Blizzard for like
Yeah.
the constant
Good job.
support for a game, and all free, as we said.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to him hitting competitive and quick play
Oh my
outside
gosh,
of the PTR.
yeah.
Yeah, I kind of I fell off with Overwatch a little bit, but then I saw Orisa and I was like, I really want to play as that character. And now I see Doomfist, I'm like, I really want to play as that character. So I'm probably going to get back in. Like Anna and Sombra really didn't pull me in. I like tanks. So they pulled me in.
Literally everyone else you know plays Overwatch.
I know.
So
That's the other thing,
You'll have
yeah.
plenty of people to play with.
I got to
once
get
you hop
back in.
on.
Yeah, I got to get
So,
back
yeah.
in.
I'm still trying to reach that competitive.
Yeah.
You get there. I mean, you don't have your own PC.
I know, it's so like I have to go like after work every day, and I like play like 1 or 2 games.
But that's dedication. You're
It
going
is.
after work
I'm
to like a
level
a
18
hub.
right now, so I'm almost there.
We'll get there. We'll get
You're
there.
not an Overwatch champion like Logan and I are.
Listen.
Literally.
Listen.
I'll get our trophies for the next segment.
Listen. I played Overwatch. I just realized this. I played it on PS4, on Xbox, and on PC. I feel like I've played this game way too much.
The true champion.
The true
All
champion.
3. No, but yeah, no. I'm seriously excited for it.
I'm really excited.
I'm excited for console people to try it out too, because they don't have the
PTR.
luxury of trying it out on the PTR. But yeah, so looking forward to Doomfist. Maybe that possibly
Doomfist.
26 character with Terry Crews. But for right now, we can look forward to a quick break. We'll be right back with Birds of Play.
You're watching Spinnaker Television.
Welcome
hey
back
there.
to Birds of Play. John is holding his Overwatch trophy as promised. Yeah.
Champion.
What a champion.
I'm a
I'm gonna
champion.
compete in this next competition. You're gonna
Brandon,
lose.
cut
There
to
will
me.
be some in the fall and the spring, yeah, for sure.
Brandon, cut to me.
Oh God.
Show it
Oh
off.
my God.
Brandon,
Brandon, cut
he
to
really
me.
wants you to cut to him so
Cut
he can
to
show off
me.
his trophy.
Don't-
Yeah, look at that. Look how special that
Only
is.
played Junkrat and Roadhog. What a jerk.
Yeah.
He
You
just
only-
hooked people into the pit. That's all he did.
Yeah.
But
I
anyway,
won. I won.
enough about
I won
Overwatch.
this.
Enough about Overwatch. Let's talk about how we're halfway through the year now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A bunch of games have come out.
Yep.
It's been 6 months.
Yep.
Let's talk about our game of the year so far. Now, Alex has had the fortunate ability of playing literally 0 games that came out in 2017.
Whoa, I played a little bit.
But which
one
one-
game,
what-
like 5, like not even an hour to be honest.
What game? Oh, Prey.
Right?
Prey.
Yeah, you saw that.
How was Prey? Considering you only played an hour of it.
I'm really bad. Like really bad. But I mean, it was fun, and I want to finish it off. It's just like,
Access.
yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm broke.
Yeah.
John, what have you played so far that came out?
Well,
in
I've actually
2017?
only been able to play like PUBG
And Gwent.
and Gwent.
Okay.
I've wanted to play a lot more, but money.
But PUBG is a big
PUBG's
one for a lot of
I-
people.
I was very, very surprised how good that game is. I will still definitely say that it's very incomplete.
Incomplete.
There's a lot missing, and also for me, like
Isn't it still early access?
it's still early access. They're leaving early access in October.
It got delayed. It got delayed.
It got delayed. If you have a very, very like high, like most early access games, if you have like top of the line PC, you have no problems. I have like midline PC. I have a good graphics card, pretty okay processor. My game it just goes,
not
it just
optimized.
goes crashes
Yeah.
sometimes, and that's in a game where it's like you have one life and it's survival oriented. Like normally when I get in a gunfight with somebody, I just drop, so I die. So that's annoying, but it's a good game.
I mean,
Gwent is fantastic though.
that's what I've heard.
Gwent is amazing. I play that every day. Every day.
Going back to PUBG kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like it suddenly like within the first month it sold like 2 million copies and suddenly people were like, "Yo, this thing is like
Yeah.
crazy good." And I was like, "Okay, don't we have like 7,000? Like we have DayZ,
Well,
we
that's
have
the thing.
H1Z1 already."
That's what I looked at, and then I actually looked into it, and I was like, oh no, it's the guy who made the battle royale genre popular in video games, and then I was interested.
Yeah.
You know,
And
as
so
soon as I
he
learned
basically
that.
just iterated on it until whatever. But the funniest thing for me was there was a huge update like a couple of weeks ago, and they were like, "We finally have vaulting. We can, actually move
Yeah.
over objects instead of running around."
They
And I was
just
like,
released.
"Oh wow!"
They just actually like released an update a couple of weeks ago, and the big thing was we now have a sunset setting for the big map. So every once in a while you'll play on a sunset. Sunset.
that's what I hate about early access games is it's just like this.
The big things are really minor.
Yeah, like they're like, we finally added this key feature that's in every other game.
Yeah.
But no, I'm excited for the prospect of it, and hopefully the delay doesn't push it back too much, so that it releases as a full game.
Yeah.
So that it can be up
I
for
mean,
the
you know,
full.
I like alpha testing.
Yeah.
Which is well now it's in beta, but I like alpha testing and beta testing games because I'm one of the people that sends in feedback. I like doing that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a real gamer.
I'm hopeful for it, but I've been fortunate enough
There you go,
to
English.
play a bunch of games from 2017. I've dabbled in some Resident Evil 7. I've dabbled in some Horizon Zero Dawn. I've dabbled into some Persona 5. I'm almost completed with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I've played a bunch of Crash Bandicoot Remastered. Beat the crap out of Mario Kart 8. But Mario Kart 8 and Crash Bandicoot Remastered won't be up for our end of the year, game of the year stuff because they are a remaster and a re-release.
Don't count.
But that being said,
Get that out of my board show.
that being said, those are my two favorite games that I've played so far this year.
Really?
Mario Kart 8 is just what I started playing video games for, which was pure fun. And then going back to Crash Bandicoot, I mean, those were the first games I played ever.
Yeah.
Like, so it was just like going back, and people are calling. I know you hate the statement because it's compared to Dark Souls, but like people are calling it like the Dark Souls of platformers. And there's a Reddit thread that points out why that is. It took the animations from Crash 3 and they put them in Crash 2 and Crash 1. And Crash 1, 2, and 3, for better or worse, all had different jump animations. But now that you have parity across of them, but still keeping the same level design, it's really screwing up Crash 1. Like you have to be picture perfect. And it's really difficult to do that. So people are calling it like really difficult and it's really hard.
I
I've lost a
will
lot of
say
lives, but it's
I was
fun.
against calling it the Dark Souls of whatever before, but then when they told me that animations and the framing animations is actually screwing up gameplay, I'm like, well, that's Dark Souls.
Yeah.
So that counts.
So like no, it's actually like really difficult, and some of it is like really frustrating. Like I've cursed at the screen more during this game than most that I play, but I just keep playing it too.
See, I keep wanting to play it like at the game room, but I can never get it. Like
Yeah,
everyone's
someone always has it checked out.
has it, and I'm like, dang it! Like I really want. Like I watch people play it, and I'm like, I want the control. Like
Yeah.
give it to me, because it's all nostalgia. Like I remember, like that was probably one of the first games I played on my PlayStation 1,
Yeah.
along with Spyro. But that needs to happen.
Yeah, I mean, but what they're saying is because of the sales figures. Like in the UK last week, right when it released, it sold more than any 3D Mario game in its first week has ever sold. These games are 20 years old. Like, that's huge. So there's huge potential for a Spyro remaster to come back, or future Crash games, or hopefully, for the love of God, Crash Team Racing. Please bring back Crash Team Racing. It's my favorite racing game of all time. But
I like
yeah, so it was really successful for that. But so far, Crash, like I haven't finished it all the way. But so far, like if we counted remasters and remakes, that'd be my game of the year. Mario Kart 8 would be 2. Breath of the Wild, I'm really not enjoying. Like, I'm literally just playing it because I want to get my money's worth. Like, it's one of those situations. Like, I just want to get through it. So I've been, like, grinding the hell out of... Like, I have 3 out of the 4 Divine Beasts done. I can't beat the last damn Thunderblight Ganon because he's got the electric attacks or whatever. But it's just... I don't find it enjoyable.
You just gotta take off all your clothes so there's no metal?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing so I don't get shocked.
And then you go to somebody else and you go, give me your clothes and your hammer and your boots and your shield and your horse and your eyebrows and your hair.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
My hair?
Yeah.
I have to shave my head
Yeah,
for this?
because electricity in your hair,
Oh,
you
okay.
know. You know,
But
static
no,
electricity.
so I just, like, kids in the game room enjoy it, and, like, I know a ton of people, like, it's probably going to be their game of the year, but I can't get into it. Like, the open world stuff is not my thing, for Zelda at least, and the shrines are not true dungeons. It's not what Zelda should be. And then the weapon breaking, oh my god, if anyone tries to argue...
Weapon degradation is always garbage.
If anyone tries to argue that the weapon durability in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is a good thing, please never speak to me again. Because that is literally the single most annoying component of any video game that I've ever played in my entire life.
I think every game that has weapon degradation in it, the biggest complaint is, hey, there's a weapon degradation in this game, take it out now.
But no, I don't mind. Here's the thing. Dying Light has weapon durability, right? But you can repair this stuff, and you can do all this stuff. There's no reason this weapon that you get for beating this divine beast, like this all-powerful weapon that does like some of the biggest damage in the game and has like this huge health bar, there's no reason that should break and not be able to be repaired. Like the Master Sword has a recharge thing so that when you break it, like it'll recharge again and it'll be able to do damage again and you'll be able to keep it.
Just use the Boko Club.
Because it's the yeah, but how many Boko Clubs have I used? It's been like, I've literally used 700 Boko Clubs. I'm sick of using the Boko Club. Can't I just keep a sword? I like this sword. Why can't I keep using this sword?
The Boko Club. You gotta use the Boko Club.
You know what I also understand?
We're wholesale Boko Clubs. You gotta use Boko Clubs.
There's weapon degradation for like staffs that you just shoot lightning out
Yeah,
of.
you gotta get, you know what the backup is? Boko Club.
I pressed this button too many times, the thing disintegrated.
So
Oh
I gotta use
no.
my Boko Club.
What the hell?
Boko Club 2017.
Your bow will burst into dust because
Shoot
you
Boko
shot too
Clubs
many
out of
arrows.
it.
I'm a Boko Club you after the show.
Can I be the next Zelda game as the guy who sells you Boko Clubs? I only sell Boko Clubs.
It's just like the Final Fantasy 15 fishing spin-off, except you just sell Boko
I
Clubs.
just sell Boko Clubs.
No, there's also just not enough variety. I just can't like.
Yeah, I
Like,
get you.
I can't wait to get death threats in the comments of something when somebody sees
From
this.
the
But
one
like,
guy.
yeah, but I just. The
make
Legend
me.
of Zelda Breath of the Wild might be the most overhyped, overrated game that I've ever played in my entire life. Because I was you get expectations.
Didn't you play The Last Guardian?
No, I played The Last Guardians. I
He's
wasn't
played
expecting
all
it to
the
be
video
good.
games.
Oh, okay.
But no, it was just like everyone's like 10 out of 10. I was like, I literally can't see it. I can see a 7 or
Yeah.
a 6.
Yeah.
I can't see a 10 out of
Well,
10 or like this.
Nostalgia,
this
too.
is a masterpiece.
It's a Zelda game. They're all
Yep.
basically the same.
But
I've
like,
actually never played a Zelda game.
I don't care.
but like Skyward Sword was
Hate
like
me.
Skyward Sword was like like I didn't like it that much, but it wasn't a bad game by any means.
These
This
birds
is-
that play dweebs don't like Zelda.
I feel like this-
They're not real gamers.
But Zelda music is really good.
music is great, but if I want to play music, I'll go play Sound Shapes. Like
Or Pulse.
that's a good
Is that what
cheap
it's
game
called?
too. That's on sale all the time. Get it for your PS4. It's great. It's great.
Can't remember what it's called.
Other games.
But yeah, I mean,
Gwent.
we
How
also
is
have
Horizon.
Horizon's really good. Horizon's one of those games. I don't own Horizon, so I've had to do the game room thing as well. But Horizon was one of those games that
Starring Jewel. What's her name? No, it's Rust. What is it?
her name is Aloy.
Alloy.
Nowhere
Aloy.
close. Starting
Jewel's the
Jewel.
other one. Jewel's the one where they're big robot dogs. You know, the Xbox exclusive? The robot dogs?
Oh, Recore.
Yeah, Recore.
Oh my god.
Her name's Jewel.
How did you confuse those two?
Because one is Jewel for electricity, the other one's Alloy for alloy, metals. They're really
it's
dumb words.
her name is Aloy.
But what's it supposed to be? Alloy, because she collects metal.
Anyway, Horizon,
Moving on.
Horizon, I believe, is far superior to Legend of Zelda. It does open world way better. It does the RPG system amazingly. It's something completely different. It's anything. It's nothing like I've played before. The story isn't the most spectacular thing. It's not just serviceable like Mass Effect Andromeda. Like it's a good story.
Yeah, you play the character named
It
Aloy.
falls apart in a few spots that I played so far, but I still have to finish it. Like I think I'm about 3/4 of the way through. But Aloy as a main character is it's amazing to play as somebody so different, and a world that is so populated with different types of characters. It's not just the same standard thing, because it's like it's a gritty game. Like when you think about it, like
Fighting robot dinosaurs.
the
is
world's
hard.
the world's effed up that she's in. But it's just like she's just like why can't she's kind of like an idealist, and that kind of ruins her
Why
in the game.
can't we
So-
be friends with robot dinosaurs?
Pretty much.
They are really cool.
Yep.
But yeah, no, Horizon Zero Dawn I would definitely recommend. That's up there too, but I have to finish it. I'm not gonna say anything good or bad about games that I haven't almost finished or completely finished. So I have to finish with Horizon, but I'm excited to get back into that. Resident Evil 7 I also have to finish. Scared the poop out of me the first time I played
my
it.
gosh.
It was very, very, very good, very scary, very
I wanna
creepy.
play it so bad, but at the same time, I get scared so easily. like I was playing Prey, and it took everything for me not to just like jump a little and scream in the middle of the game room.
We also have fighting games came out. Injustice 2 came out.
7.
Tekken 7.
Tekken 7, I'm probably gonna end up playing that in
Yeah.
a couple weeks. I'm very excited to play that game.
I'm not
The
a
story
big
mode
fighting game fan.
It's
but-
terrible.
Oh, I'm sure.
For Tekken 7, story mode, one of the worst story modes in any fighting game. Story mode.
But I'm sure
But the fights though.
the multiplayer
Good.
stuff with the customization I've heard
that's
is
the point.
spectacular. But yeah, Injustice 2 got stellar reviews as well.
Should I spoil
Those
the end of Tekken
lines,
7 for
though.
everybody? Should I spoil the end of Tekken 7?
No.
Don't
Okay.
do it.
It
No
has it. You
spoilers.
got to wait at least 6 months before we do
Okay.
spoilers.
It's a really good spoiler. It's a big one.
Let me guess.
Keep your mouth
Heihachi
shut.
dies.
Hey, la 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 la.
That's not it, is it?
La 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 la.
But no. So what do we have to look
I
forward
hate you. I
That's
hate
not
you
what
all.
happens, right?
You have ruined it.
It's not true. It's. I think he's just faking. Okay.
I hate
What we
that.
have to look forward to still. We also have Splatoon 2's coming out. We have Destiny 2 coming out. We have.
The Heihachi revival arc.
Yeah, sure. We have Wolfenstein 2.
I'm
we
so
have.
excited. I'm
We have
so
the Evil
excited.
Within 2. Why does everything have a 2 that I'm saying?
Evil Within 2, I want.
We have World War II, Call of Duty. Why does everything have a 2?
Oh, it is
Battlefront 2, we also have coming out. This is getting ridiculous. We have a lot of games with 2s in them. There's a
Horizon
few other
Zero
games that's-
2.
No.
Hopefully they're not
But
shitty.
no, we have a big slate of
Yeah.
games that are still yet to come out.
No one
I really wonder if Gwent's gonna hold up for me.
You think?
I really wonder.
I mean, Hearthstone held up,
It held up.
but CD Projekt Red is kind of good at making games that you play too much,
Yeah.
or that you have the
Yeah.
ability to play too much.
Yeah.
So it is the way it is.
I like
Any
Gwent.
final thoughts? Any final things we're looking forward to? Rest of the year
Evil
games.
Within.
Evil
If
Within.
if your name is Heihachi, you should probably stay away from Kiru and stay away from lava pits, because it probably won't work out very well for you.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Tekken 7.
This has been episode 42 of Birds of Play. I'm sorry if I spoiled anything for Tekken 7, but honestly, I don't really care. It's a fighting game. You don't play for the story anyway. I've been Logan Anstedt.
I'm Alex Torres Perez.
Hang on.
Judging me.
I am
on.
angry.
Reaper. See Tyler McCrone.
Stop it.
See you next time on Birds of Play, guys. Thanks for watching.
Hey. This is my curse.
All right.
I'm gonna see if I can hit it.
I honestly don't
No!
know.
Oh, those two are weak.
You gotta aim higher
Oh.
than that. You gotta aim higher, John.
No.
It showed up.
No.
Wow.
This is my last
You
one.
are the worst. You would make the worst Widowmaker in
No.
the world.
No, he'd be a terrible McCree.
Everything. Yeah, I think I'm back.